In the half-sleeping time up till midnight, and the half-waking hours before dawn, my spirit first wins and then loses the freedom with which I was born. As I lie in my cell, barred and bolted, in the glare of that bright prison light, my soul finds release as a nomad, and wanders for me in the night.
It was ages ago, back before the riots in the 90s, when most of the prisons in the UK went up. I was 8 years into my life sentence, working the shit patrol in Dartmoor Prison. Dartmoor, the septic tank of the British penal system, filled with the violent recidivists and the ineducable dregs of the criminal world. We had no integral sanitation back then. We used to shit in the sock and then throw sock out slit they called a window, so we wouldn't stink the cell out on an 18-hour bang-up. Ship patrol wasn't a bad job. The screws left you alone. Who's going to bother a lifer pushing a cartload of shit? A young guy comes up to me, a civvy, unescorted. He says, "I want to make a film about the early life of Julius Caesar here in prison. Would you like to do some work with me?" "What do you mean, Shakespeare?" I say. "No, nothing to do with Shakespeare. His Caesar's the great old man. Mine's the young guy, full of piss and vinegar." I remember looking at him, and looking at him and looking through him. A lifer's look, trying to see what universe he'd come from. There were 4 of us in the Caesar writing group, me, Frank, Sam and Ben. The guy left his baccy open on the table and closed his eyes when we helped ourselves. He also brought in fantasy fodder. Good-looking actors of both sexes. It's beneficial if you're doing a long stretch. Even though we took flack from other cons for being tame cons, none of us ever was, none of us ever would be. We read the manuscript and laughed at it. Told him nobody'd understand it. The first 30 pages were just chaotic rubbish. He became very defensive. Didn't laugh. Stood his ground. "Don't you realise that those first 30 pages are about you, your early lives? You see what it was? Marius, the greatest general in Rome, he was Caesar's uncle and he was working class, had worked his way up and the people really loved him. But his right-hand man, Sulla, he was aristocratic and he was a right bastard. And these 2 toe rags hated each other. And they were fighting to be top dog, tearing Rome to pieces. If young Julius could survive, he had it made. 'Cause he had a working-class uncle and an aristocratic mother, he covered all the bases. All he had to do was survive. Then one morning the man's gone to America to see Frank in Lompoc Penitentiary, and then he's been invited to work in prisons all over the bloody place. Canada, Africa, looking. And eventually he comes back to us and says, "We're going to shoot a lot of it in Pollsmoor, Cape Town, where Mandela was. It's ruled by gangs." And he says, "We're going to call it String Caesar." "Why string?" I say. "Because of all the different universes?" "Exactly," he says. "There's this theory I tell the others, like there's all these different universes bundled up beside each other, all squashed and crammed up against each other like a bad nick. Prison's a different universe, so's Rome. So's violence and love. You can step from one universe right into another one, and they're all intermingled. Some of the prisoners are victims, and some are violent bastards. Same with the screws. Same with the Romans, 'cause it's all Rome." The man gives me a weird look, trying to understand how it is that I know. So I say, "In the half-sleeping time up till midnight, and the half-waking hours before dawn, my spirit first wins and then loses the freedom with which I was born. As I lie in my cell, barred and bolted, in the glare of that bright prison light, my soul finds release as a nomad, and wanders from me in the night. We stare at each other, and I say,
I can walk through walls.
I think you boys are just mama's boys, and I'm the one that's standing on the shitter, and you the ones that are full of shit.
You know about the real leader? You read up on Alexander, man. When he was your age, he ruled the world, not some cockpot. You don't know what you're talking about, man.
Maybe time just goes around and around. That's what all the really great minds are saying. Anybody can come back as anybody. Maybe I may come back as you. Or you may come back as me.
I can't get back as you, man.
Why not?
You don't smoke. Thanks.
What for?
For letting me love you, bro. You know I love you, don't you?
Beloved city, Caius Marius waits at your gates. As one who has lived by your laws, with your laws, and fought for your laws, he stands now in exile, an outlaw outside your walls. He is old. He is tired. Caius Marius and his friends would like to come in.
Marius.
Son of a bitch, said Marius. Don't want to cross his path on a dark night. Don't want to cross his path when a bright Juanita comes to death. Welcome to Rome.
Jutisa Optimus Maximus kudala kulindile mhlekazi. No Capitolium Vetus stays open for your safeties. Siyabamkela mhlekazi.
Right, Marius. Long as your city waited for you, you are indeed the blessed and the fortunate.
The gods will not hear you. Only I will hear you. And I hate. My body hates. My pain hates. And I will not hear you. Slaves and my body I, who brought me once more to the gates of Rome, I thank you. Kill who you want to kill. Rape who you want to rape. Burn where you want to burn. I, Caius Marius, I bless you. Enough. Martha. Where is Martha? Where are my vultures? Where are my mules? The sky is full of vultures, but where are mine with their brass collars? Where is my victory? 6 times have been cancelled to the voice of Rome. And now the 7th, as the eaglets prophesied as they drop squawking from the sky. And now I shall be consul of the graveyard. Go pin their heads on poles, show them in the forum, hang them in the Senate, that they might squabble like they used. Say, you've seen Caius Marius in the midst of the ruins of Carthage. Carthage, I brought you home to Rome, and I shall be ruined no more.
He will make us rulers of a graveyard.
Swords in the hands of slaves and gladiators.
His beloved Batia, kill, kill, kill.
When will the killing start? For you, Octavius, now!
Sellers men are all dead.
Good.
And all of your body,
Good. Marius, my son, you that bear my name, let them call you Butcher before I die. Let them learn to fear the beauty of your face. I have seen the Ambroni women take their babes by their ankles and smash them against the granite rock. I have seen men tie themselves to the crush of oxen and be torn limb from limb. And now I feel Rome under my foot. I will teach you how to kill. But now, I must sleep. 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 Like opium.
Kom, tel hem op.
Citizens of Rome, will you accept great Caius Marius and me, sinner, as your consuls for this year 668 from the founding of our city? Good.
Salah is an outlaw!
Salah is an outlaw! Thus is the law! Salah is an outlaw!
We need a new high priest for Jupiter.
Who?
Your nephew, Caesar.
Julius. He's a boy.
He's a wolf.
A hoof. For a high priest. Good. A hoofy Pontifex Maximus. Very good. Leave me. All of you. I must sleep. Leave me. Julia.
Sleep.
Marius is dead. To be consul with me in the year 669 from the founding of our city, I nominate Valerius Flaccus.
The sound of your tears warms us.
Those of you that owe money, your debt is cancelled by 3/4.
Sana! 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 Sana!
If I had your arms and your legs cut off and your tongue ripped out, you have hypnotized my family. All my women are in love with you. Probably half the men too, covered in your own shit and all. Each man has his own desire to start his own vision quest. You must focus and go to the mountain to start your healing journey. There, with the eagle bird, you will carry your spirit and you can start your healing on your own red road.
I want to be consul for the year 670. Your tears warm me.
I ask for Julius to marry your daughter Cornelia.
Caesar! He's a boy, he's a wolf!
He's divorced. He's high priest to Jupiter, nephew to great Marius, and I, Julia, widow to great Marius, am his aunt.
And I, Aurelia, sister to Julia, widow of great Marius, am his mother.
And I, Cornelia, daughter to great Cinna. Love him.
And I'm pregnant.
Shut up! All right. Then be married. Ah!
She gave back to them. She gave back to Mr. President. And she gave back to the man. She said, ooh, oh man. W-O-M-A-N. The power of a woman, nothing can compare. Her inner strength is driving her to go where no one dares. Woman of strength, I salute you. Women of power, I adore. Breaking barriers, making the change. Women of difference, ooh, women of
Let's get Salah!
I want to be cancelled for the year 671. Your tears warm me.
I want to be cancelled! I want to be cancelled! I want to be cancelled!
With 70,000 some nights, izakumbonisa usola ukuba liphi igama lam. Mna Marius, I will take all the hearts of Savilas and his friends, and I will leave their heads here in Rome.
Consul Flaccus has been murdered in Bithynia.
Fimbria, his murderer, continues to fight with silence.
Against him, they got busy.
He's been murdered in a corner. His men rebelled and cut him to the floor.
His own men?
Yes. I'm sorry.
My father is dead.
Oh no.
My husband soon will be. And I will have his child. Oh, you gods, I begin to hate you.
Now the slaughter will begin.
My son! You are nephew to great Marius, married to the daughter of Cinna. Look for no safety in Rome!
Young pamphlet has fled from Rome. Abacha, he's marching south to join with Salah.
From nowhere there came a fire. The temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus stands as ashes in its own shrine.
Today there came the call of a trumpet, high as the wind, loud as thunder, from a clear blue sky.
The holy hands have turned their heads away from their food. They lay no eggs.
The dogs howl all night.
The gods have deserted us.
The gods have deserted us.
The gods have deserted us.
Rome sits silent.
By Marius, an outlaw. I, Sulla, am outlawed. Rome, I will come home to amend the wrongs you do me. And with me I will bring an army who are keen for blood. And those of you who have helped Marius have really pissed Sulla off.
Victory! 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 There is a victory!
Optimus Maximus, silindele wena nkosi yami, siyakubulisa. Capitolium Vetus, oko simele imisebenzi yakho.
Grote Sala, die stad verwelkom jou. Ons welkom jou terug. Then you should not sing at all. The sopranos from the diaphragm. Tell us. Jerusalem. Basses.
Blessed indeed. And from this time forth, I shall be known as the Fortunate. To Rome, with me, I bring my army, the Cornelii, and to them now, I must show my heartfelt gratitude. Kill who you wish to kill, rape whom you wish to rape, burn wherever you want to burn. I, Sulla the Fortunate, bless you.
Hi. Kruip weg.
Hi!
Kruip weg.
Kruip weg. Hi!
Sulla, the last of the Samnites have surrendered. 4,000 went quietly in the circus. They asked for mercy.
Then they must be shown mercy. Kill them quietly. Crassus, I thank you. Pompey, youthful imperator, I salute you.
Renestes has fallen. Young Marius, toe besef sy lekker greatness het hy homself doodgemaak.
Son of Mars, son of Venus, you should learn how to row a boat before one tries to steer. I shall sleep well tonight. But first, I shall see a play. Roscius will act for me tonight. On my left shall sit my tart, Necropolis, and on my right, my aging hoof, Metrobius. Ah, Metrobius, when they ask me, how can you stand him, I can only reply,
because I love you.
Great Sulla, blessed Sulla, Sulla the fortunate, in the name of the gods, I ask you, how many more must suffer? How many more must die?
today, only these. Tomorrow, these. The day after, these, and so on and so on. Every name will have a price on it. Every son will carry his father's head. I, Sulla the Fortunate, stand as dictator for this year. And for the next. And so on. And so on, until I say enough.
The sound of your cheers warms us.
Bedtime.
Young Pompey, youthful imperator, people love you. They call you Butcher Boy. A title to be proud of. Now I must reward your services. You will go with my name to Sicily. With you will go your new wife, my daughter, Amelia.
But I am married.
No. You are now divorced.
But I'm heavy with my husband's child.
Lucky child. To be born to such an illustrious new father.
I am your wife, and I love you.
And I love you, but you're no longer my wife.
May we live long and happy together.
May the gods bless you and you found son.
Crassus, I only had one Sicily. I only have one daughter.
I am rewarded.
Great dictator.
He's a slender youth who wears his hair curled and long, his toga loose.
His history heavy.
Young Julius Caesar,
High priest to Jupiter,
we ask you of his
of his future.
Young Julius Caesar, nephew to Marius, husband to Cornelia, daughter of Cinna. He's still alive, and you ask me of his future?
A slender youth
Where's his hair curled and
His
long?
toga loose.
And his history most effeminate.
Most effeminate.
Most effeminate.
Slender. Curled. Effeminate. Why should a young boy suffer for his family? The gods must be to blame for a marriage, not a soft young priest. Go, tell loose-togered Caesar that we think highly of him. And his future. Tell him to divorce his wife and to take one of our very special children.
Your future is safe, your life secure. Sulla thinks kindly towards your soul.
Just divorce your wife. Divorce your wife.
And your life will blossom like a fig tree in summer.
Divorce your wife. Divorce your wife. Divorce your wife. Sulla thinks kindly towards your soul. Divorce your wife.
Are crawling with the figures of men. The trees will walk behind you. The Cornelia will dominate this dry, parched land. The Cornelia will catch you. They will hunt you down like a baby fox. They will tear you like a duckling. They will smell you out from your hiding place and send you running. Run, little Caesar. Hide, little Caesar. Run, little Caesar. Follow great Marius's footsteps. Only ask for his head, not his whole body.
He is young, great Sulla.
The morning's fool. Lost to the love of his wife.
A child newborn.
It's a boy in the wind.
Shut it! Yes. His hair is soft curled. And he wears his toga loose, like a woman. But mark me, there's more than one Marius hidden inside that heart. Take him away. Give him to the women. No! No, put him in the army. Send him to Asia. Give him to Marcus Thermus.
Show me your teeth. Got through juveniles with all your teeth, eh? Impressive. Somebody must have been protecting you. Who was it? Nobody to protect you in here. They'd have those pretty little pearls right out of your mouths to make it more comfortable. I can't put you in with the men. You'd be somebody's bitch and nature beat up before breakfast. Pretty little boy like you. Have you heard of Mytilene? I asked you a question. Pretty boy! Have you heard of Bithynia?
It's near Mytilene.
Mytilene thinks it's safe because we have no navy. But it isn't safe. It isn't safe because you are going to go to Bithynia and you are going to say to Mr. King Nicomedes IV, your ships or your bollocks? No bullshit, no please, no thank you. Your ships or your bollocks? I'll be waiting for you under the walls of Mytilene.
Dis wat ek gedoen het, meneer.
Dis wat ek gedoen het, meneer. Dis wat ek gedoen het, meneer. I know that's what you did. But what is it that you didn't do? You set fire to the house, right? Bought it whilst it was still burning for next to nothing, right? And then you made a hefty profit by selling it back to him, right? What's missing? Am I surrounded by morons? What is it that he forgot?
He forgot to charge for the firefighters.
Thank you.
And the new insurance policy for the house.
Do you know how much it costs to feed and train them? Slaves don't grow on trees, you know.
You must be very rich, Crassus.
Rich? A man should only be regarded as rich if he can support an army on his income. His income, mind, not his capital. What's it to you anyway?
I've been given a mission. King Nicomedes in Bithynia. I need 2,000.
What for?
I need a new toga.
Togas are becoming very expensive. What security do you have?
My future.
2,000 and no security. If you have a Marius somewhere inside you, remember me when you find it.
I can see you're in the E-Man suit. We'll be escorted everywhere you go throughout the prison.
E-Man on the wing! Put your kids in the cell, and then you can come out from association.
What's up, bro? How's it?
Right.
What's up?
What's up? You escaped, is it?
Yeah.
Was you out long?
Long enough?
Got any key to the tree?
Go away, please, boys. I want to speak to my man. Look fat at the door. Listen, you need anything.
Yes.
Come and see me.
Who runs the wing up here?
I run everything. Anything you need, I get it for you.
Fantastic.
Drugs, money, whatever.
You know where you could help me? I'm actually looking for Nick. You know where I can find Nick?
Tell you what, leave it with me. I'll go to see him, yeah?
Yes.
Back off. You've been warned. Ain't gonna warn you again, you understand what I'm saying?
Nicomedes the Fourth, King of Bithynia. I am Julius Caesar, and I am the might of Rome, and I stand here before you to ask you for your ships or your testicles.
Oh, young Roman, I will only let you have my ships with the greatest of reluctance. But my testicles, you can have with pleasure.
Roman! Roman! Lock up your wives! Lock up your wives! Roman! Roman! Lock up your son! Lock up your son! Julius Caesar! Julius Caesar! Queen of Bithynia! Queen of Bithynia!
Marcus Thermus.
Julius effing Caesar. I sent you away to get a few ships. I didn't think it would take you 2 years.
Behold the hand that launched 1,000 ships.
Behold the hand that played with the bollocks of a king. Julius Caesar, Queen of Bithynia.
News travels fast.
Which is more than can be said of you.
What are you doing?
Going over the walls.
What are you going to do on the other side?
Kill the bastard. Coming?
Fair exchange is fair. A man's life for a garland of oak. Today I killed a man.
They tried to see me.
I take orders that come from above.
I'm back to the bone and madly in love.
I'm back to the bone and madly in love.
I belong to an army looking just like me.
I belong to an army looking just like me.
See? Now that's a perfect example of string. Killing. Back in Rome, they thought he was a hero, gave him a garland of oak. Give me life. Not that I'm saying there's any similarity between killing for your country and murder. Of course there isn't. The Pope used to sell indulgences a long time ago. Give him enough money, and you were made all clean. You could even buy them before you did the deed. Kings and presidents, they can give pardons like it never happened. You step through a door into another universe, and it never happened. Would I like that? It having never happened? But even if I was pardoned by a king or a president or the Pope, it did happen. And that's my journey, to understand.
You owes me money. The law says I must have my money or my drugs.
Whose law? Marius's law or Salah's law? Common law or the law of thieves and crooks? If I give you your money, what will you do with it?
What do you mean, what will we do with it?
We are tradesmen. It's our business what we're going to do with our money. It's not yours.
And I am Julius Caesar, and it is my business what I will do with my money, not yours.
Back home in Rome, Julius Caesar carried on business as usual. But some competition was beginning to show itself on the horizon. One Cicero, Cicero, and IK, incarcerated knowledge.
No one can replace the love of a mother. Sextus Roscius will never find another. Now you put him down, give him all the blame. Made him a pawn and sell us to us the game. The law's the law. I'm not stupid. I'm not arguing against it, no sir.
How old is this Cicero, this chickpea?
25.
A country boy from a trade family, and he talks like that.
He wants to be the king of his republic.
Salas should taste like honey. If, and here's the big if he say it does.
Salah's the man who can kill who he wants to, whenever he wants to.
Where did he study?
On the island of Rhodes, with Molon.
I must go there.
It's not safe, my love.
Why not?
The sea is alive with pirates.
Pirates?
We all understand and appreciate Salah's lists. They used to hang right there, look. Don't get me wrong. I'm not criticizing. Our great dictator wanted these people dead. It's done. Property all gone, over and out, and thank you. But with very great respect to Salah. Very, very great respect. Sextus Roscius' mother and father's names were not on these lists.
His family wasn't wanted. Why should they be hunted? Names on the list didn't exist. Here's the twist.
We also, Chrysogonus, this man, killed Sextus Roscius' mother and father. And then, after they were dead and their property confiscated, then he added their names to these lists and accused their own son of the murder. Yeah. Sextus Roscius' mother was over 60 and his father only had one leg. What are they doing signing up for the yellow football team?
Hey, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Crassus? I need 20,000.
You already owe me...
$500,000.
$500,000.
And 20,000 more will make very little difference.
What do you want it for?
I'm going to Rhodes to study oratory with Molon.
Rhodes, are you mad? The pirates already hold half of Rome hostage.
Then one more will make very little difference.
Oh, Marius is going deeper and deeper each day.
I don't think how great he'll be when he bursts into the sunlight.
20,000.
25,000.
But you just said 20,000.
I just remembered a new cameo I want to buy.
If the pirates get you, don't expect me to pay your ransom. I'll let them crucify you with my pleasure.
Yeah. Rubbish. I owe you too much. Who would ever pay you back?
What do you want to study oratory for anyway?
Because there's a man called Cicero.
There's also a man called
Pompey. Yeah.
Farewell, rich Crassus.
Farewell, young Caesar. Don't let the pirates get you.
Pirates. Rome had them. Prisons have them. Those who exist outside all laws. They capture you, hold you to ransom, torture you. Your best bet, avoid them.
Skipper, I need to take a sea trip. Rhodes. Why not? Why not?
Pirates.
Do you know me? Do you know who I am? Do you know my family? Maybe you should be more scared of me than a load of pirates you've never even met.
Jy verstaan. As iets
verkeerd gaan. En hulle kry jou. Gaan hulle fok met jou gedagtes. Verstaan jy? Wat ek bedoel? Wat ek jou sê? Hulle gaan fok met jou gedagtes.
Maybe I'll fuck with their minds instead. Did you ever think of that?
What did you say?
You will ask 500,000 for me.
Are you mad? 500,000. Who the hell are you, eh? Shot! Shot!
Julius Caesar. I am descendant from the kings of Rome.
Kings of Rome, is it?
From Romulus, Tullius, and Tarquinius. I am descended from the goddess Venus.
Descended from the goddess Venus? Venus!
You will go to Rome and you will ask for a man called Crassus.
Crassus?
And when you have your money, I will come back and crucify you.
He's gonna crucify. Crucify!
Why do you hate me so much?
You're a Roman.
You're a pirate.
You come from the kings and gods. You're like Pompeii.
Pompeii?
Pompeii killed my husband. I hate him. Because of him, I hate all Romans.
How do you do that?
Juggling is easy.
Energy. The energy, the power. If it could be funneled, if it could be tapped, these men could hold kings to ransom. They could control the Senate. They could break Sulla. And what do? Waste.
Why do you call me young Marius?
Because young Marius means youthful beauty, doomed to die.
And will I die?
Yes, you will die.
How do you know I will?
We all die.
That's not what you mean. How do you know I will die soon?
Does the moon follow the sun, or does the sun follow the moon? 2 mosquitoes mates on the end of my nose, and we all always die soon. The moon always follows the sun, and the sun always follows the moon. Everything happens again and again, and young Marius always dies soon.
Caesar won't come to the mountain. The mountain must come to Caesar.
Caesar goes to mountains. You're not a mountain, you're a pirate.
I'm not a pirate, I'm a king. Money will be here soon. It'll be gone. Why have you lain here all the time?
I'm an innocent prisoner who did nothing wrong.
You're rich.
I'm not rich. Crassus is rich.
No difference.
Between me and Crassus.
You could have eaten with us. Bathed yourself.
If I'm to be an innocent prisoner, this will be on my terms.
What have you been thinking about down here?
I realized that I'd attained the power to walk through walls.
And your legs cut off, your tongue ripped out.
So now I'd have no arms, no legs, no tongue.
You've hypnotized my family. All the women are in love with you, half the men too. Covered in your own shit and all. I don't understand it. What have you been thinking about down here?
Nothing. I haven't thought, I've just observed.
Seen anything interesting?
At first, all I could feel was pain. Pain and anger. Then slowly I became aware that I could take my mind through the pain until it stopped. And for the first time in my life, I saw the sun and the moon. I followed their movements across the heavens and I realized I could feel the emotions inside my own body. My body became like a pool of energy swimming around me, just like the sun and the moon. And it made no difference whether I was eating or bathing or lying here and shitting. I'd broken the chains that hold us all imprisoned and I was free. I realized I had attained the power to walk through walls.
Walk through walls? No, you can't walk through walls.
I can.
I don't believe it. I don't believe you can walk through walls.
The movements of the heavens showed me time. I saw that all of time is held in the moments between my breathing in and my breathing out. Time ceases to exist between breaths. So all of time is held in the moments between breaths. As long as I control that space, I rule the world. So you see, Your Majesty, you cannot frighten me. My life has held all the fear it is capable of holding. And even if you were to cut off my arms, my legs, rip out my tongue, if you were to rip off my testicles and dance on my heart, so for an eternity of moments, my mind would dance above you and feel only pity that you, Your Majesty, were such a prisoner to yourself.
It hurts! This way of death, young Caesar! It hurts!
Why does it hurt? Why
Because
does
from
it
up
hurt?
here we can see you're going bald, young curly. Your balding head hurts us.
I must put you quickly from your pain.
You say to a juggler, how do you do this? And he says, like this, it's easy. And he does it so fast that he terrifies you into submission. I will learn to do it. I will tear away the mystique that surrounds them and I will juggle with them. Caesar, come on. Pompey, Crassus. Oh man, Caesar. Pompey, Crassus. Pompey, Crassus, Caesar. 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 Caesar.
My bro, with very great respect, some of us owens have noticed that you've been on that cockpot for about 3 hours.
Thank you for caring about me, bro.
We all cares about you, man. You're Caesar. Shit, we care about you. You're the nephew to great Marius. But with very great respect, though, bro. Some of us need to take a piss, man.
With very great respect, bro. Somebody, everybody, always needs something.
That's true, bro. That is true. So where's that leave us?
With me sitting in the shit and you standing in front of me.
Hey, bro, if you don't mind me saying, you got to start being a bit more careful. A bit more respectful.
I'm respectful. Who do you want me to be more respectful to?
To the Owens, so bro, man. We've only got one cupboard. You can't monopolize the only cupboard for 3 hours. It seems as though that you don't see a Caesar. Say what you may, but you never be a leader. Stubborn is fever. So some respect. Friendly warning, just watch your back.
Hey, luister guys, Caesar wat praat man julle.
Most of us guys have shared the same shitter for most of our lives. Is that right?
Yes.
Brother Cicero here says that I'm monopolizing the shitter. Is that right?
No.
If any of you think that I'm monopolizing the shit, I'll get off it right now. Excepting for Cicero and his boys, that is. The thing is, we're all doing the same time, right?
Yeah.
We're all down here on planet Earth, right?
Yeah.
Here together. Now today, I've got a lot of shit to work out. We all go through days like that, don't we?
Yes.
I've thought about it. I've thought about it hard. I know what time we all shit. Chico, 5:30. Brutus, 20 to 6 in the morning. Am I right?
Yes.
We all shit in the morning. The night time is for pissing, and pissing ain't shitting. Now tomorrow night, any of you got shit to work out? Hell, you can sit and use the shitter all night for all I care. If I want to piss, I'll use a mug, a bottle, a sink, whatever.
Yes.
I mean, if any of you have got any shit to work out, I give you my vote here and now to sit and use the shitter. So do any of you think that I'm being disrespectful to you or to any of the brothers here in this cell? Do any of you want me to get off the shitter?
No.
Impressive, bro. I got to say that. You are impressive. But I tell you again, as a friend, you're going too far. You forget who you are. You forget what you are. Shit, man. You're the most major debtor in here. You owe us all, including me. So don't you think we don't know? We don't see. We know you for what you are. A laughing stock, man. Yeah, Queen of Bithynia. You're no queen. You're just a bitch. Let me take you back to when you slept in the ditch. When to survive, you had to turn snitch. But now you're a bitch. I thought you was a queen. Let me to your back door. You know what I mean.
I think you boys are just mama's boys, and I'm the one that's standing on the shitter, and you the ones that are full of shit.
How about the real leader? You read up on Alexander, man. When he was your age, he ruled the world, not some cupboard. You don't know what you're talking about, man.
He owes me! He owes me, man! He owes me money! He owes me a lot of money!
It is my son you're referring to. He is mourning for his dead Aunt Julia and grieving for his dead wife, Cornelia.
No, Caesar, you're a bad investment. You already owe me over 6 million and you probably owe the rest of Rome twice that.
3 times, and I owe them more, yet my Marius grows stronger inside me every day. Last week I was nominated to the College of Pontiffs. I'm right-hand man to Caeser, the People's Tribune, and I'm prosecuting Lucullus, Sulla's closest friend. The people are starving. They are crying out for corn. The rich will be massacred in their beds, Crassus. Look at Spartacus. Look at Cicero. The days are going to fetch fire, Crassus. You must support me. Look at Pompey.
What about Pompey?
He's getting older. He's already the greatest general we've ever had. He triumphed at 24 and then again at 26.
I've heard of Pompey's triumphs.
He's just stolen your triumph over Spartacus.
What's your point?
He'll rule Rome Crassus if you and Cicero let him. He'll command us. He's in love with my daughter, Julia. Oh, think how great the two of you could be together, Crassus. Think about it. It's within my power.
You're a dreamer, Caesar.
Am I?
Rome laughs at you.
Rome needs a popular hero. Cicero's too dangerous and everyone else is too stupid. There's only me, Julius Caesar, nephew to the people's Marius.
How much do you need?
500,000.
You are mad.
You are if you say no. Pompey and I will be very powerful together.
Why 500,000?
Advertising. I must bury my aunt Julia, widow to the people's Marius, and my wife Cornelia.
Time passes quickly now, Caesar. You'll have your 500,000, but this time I want results. Not words, results.
So do I.
Is this God's plan to me? Came from a crane, stuck in my veins, biting at my insides and at my brains, thinking on my pleasures, thoughts I hate to treasure, my heart cannot measure.
Behold the effigies of Julia, widow of great Marius, and Cornelia, soft young wife, Julius Caesar. I, Caeser, your tribune, bring before you Julius Caesar, descendant through his mother from the kings of Rome, Romulus, Aurelius, and Tarquinius, descendant from the goddess Venus. Good people, I bring before you Julius Caesar, nephew to great Marius, who came from us. Marius loved us. His nephew Julius Caesar loves us. He will fight for your court, and he will fight for our court. Caesar! Caesar!
Only live once, there's no time to mourn. When one person dies, then two babies are born. And now that you're gone, then why can't it be that I can use this to emphasize me? It's my destiny to be the main man. There's no comparison to who I am. You might say it's arrogance, I choose to differ. It's just self-confidence with a mind that thinks outside of the box. That's how we do in the school of hard knocks. Survival of the fittest, the weak will perish. And I won't even think of you when I'm living lavish. It all comes down to your time is your time. Your food for worms as I go to get mine. Your life is a bitch, but what can I do? Try my best not to end up like you.
Crassus, I must have 6 million.
You're madder than a dog.
The tradesmen were ending me out of Rome. I must get to Alteria, Spain.
No, enough is enough.
Fool. The people begin to worship me. I give them 300 pairs of gladiators and they shout my name to the heavens. The people, the masses, Crassus, not the bloody shopkeepers. You pay my debts or Pompey will.
This is the last time, Caesar. The last time. After this, I'll let them tear you to pieces.
There will be no after this.
Time to talk.
Get rid of him.
I've no secrets from him.
Where is the blade? Fucking morons. My hele lewe se kom singel deur kretine en morone. How are we supposed to carve a chicken without a blade? What are we? Animals?
Give us your blade.
I don't like him. I don't want him near me. His hands up his ass while I'm eating. Get rid of him.
You know why you don't like me, man? Don't like me? Because you don't want to believe your shit stinks like shit.
We're here to talk business, Caesar. We need to choose between you and Cicero.
And choose Cicero.
Well, you have two bad marks against your name. Money
and him.
Money? I owe. So what?
Attitude. It's not that you owe, it's that you don't care about money. Your father-in-law.
Sinner.
Sinner cut debts by 3/4. Do you know how much that cost me? All money comes back to me, Caesar. All the dealers you owe, all the debts, end up in my pocketbook.
We can't repeat mistakes like that.
Impudence, giving away my money.
Send out the wrong message. Like him. He served his purpose.
Caesar, dump him.
You won't lose the mob.
Dump him? What am I? Tired, a piece of shit? I'm a man. An ordinary man. What the fuck you think to be without ordinary man?
Calm down. Calm down.
I think you understand what you were saying. If you come back as me, fucking down in hell, it's not the filthy cigarettes that matter. It's pissing off the assholes who can't afford the tobacco.
Who wants what?
I hate guys like you. I couldn't take murderers at all. My dad got killed when I was 15. And that is the reason why I became a correctional official. Because I wanted to destroy you guys. I really wanted you to suffer. I could make you suffer. I got so much hatred within me. But a few years ago, I was diagnosed with spine cancer. And that forced me to change my life. That forced me to start doing the right thing, even though it seems and it feels to me as if it was wrong. After a long sickbed, one morning I just woke up, made coffee for everybody, get back into bed again, screaming for somebody to make coffee for me. And that is when I realized that I'm healed, I'm feeling so much better, no pain. And that was only when I decided to forgive those who hurt my family, those who hurt me, and that is people like you. Who didn't make any mistakes? Who are we to criticize? But why do you want to go through the same things all over again?